What is up, NBA fam? Welcome back to another video. So, if you guys didn't see my last video, which if you didn't, sleeping on a boy, but I went over who I thought would make the playoffs in the East. I'll link the video somewhere. I don't know where yet, but whatever. But yeah, you guys should go check out that video if you didn't get the chance to. And now I'm gonna do who I think will make the playoffs in the West, and I did the East first because that one you don't have to put a lot of thinking into it. It's not as competitive as the West, and there's fewer great teams in the East, but that's not the point. But I'm gonna get right into it. How do I word this? So I think that literally any team in the West can make the playoffs except for the Kings and Suns, and it could be just the Kings in a year because the Suns will get better. It's tough too because like it seems like every day I'm always changing in my head. Like when I think about this, I'm always changing up. Like, oh, like this team will make it, but then another day I'll be like, but then again this team will be back, and it's just crazy. But for the West, I think there's only two locks, like two guaranteed teams that we'll see in the postseason, and that's the teams that were in the Western Conference Finals. Your Warriors, your Rockets, two best teams in the West. Pretty clear about that. But then 3 through 8, anybody's game. I mean, the conference is just so competitive at this point. But personally, I think the Thunder get in there. I mean, you lost Melo, but your bench got stronger, and I don't think a lot of people noticed that. But you're adding Nerlens Noel, Dennis Schroeder. You're getting Andre Robertson back, who when he was on the floor, the Thunder were really good defensively, and I think people are sleeping on that. And then you'll have Westbrook and Paul George, another year of them together, and hopefully Russ comes back even healthier from his knee surgery, because I know knee surgery is nothing to mess around with, like at people like Derrick Rose and stuff. But I'm really rooting for the Thunder. Like, I'm not a Thunder fan in any way, or do I like them, but I think they have a chance to be a really good team. And one of my biggest sleepers in the West, the Spurs. A lot of people, it's crazy, ESPN and people just think that the Spurs are done just because there's no Tim Duncan, no Ginobili, no Tony Parker, and Kawhi's gone now. A lot of people are writing off the Spurs, but guys, so in the offseason when they did trade Kawhi, they got an all-star back, and it's similar to what the Timberwolves want to do with Jimmy Butler. They want to get an all-star in return, which I don't think will happen, but the Spurs were able to get an all-star back for Kawhi, an all-star level type of player, because Kawhi's a superstar, and then DeMar DeRozan's an all-star. So you think about it, what they were able to do without Kawhi. They only had Kawhi for like 9 games, so the fact that they were able to go 47 wins, grab one of the last spots. What seed were they? Oh, I think they were the 7th seed, or if I'm wrong, correct me, guys. But the Spurs were able to get in there. They got one on Golden State. They did all that without Kawhi, and the fact that you have most of that team back except for no Ginobili, no Parker, and no Kyle Anderson, that's pretty impressive. And you had DeMar DeRozan, an all-star type player. So I don't see why the Spurs couldn't make it. And then I got the Jazz. The Utah Jazz. I've seen people that have the Jazz up as high as 3rd and as low as, or a few people not thinking they'll make it at all. But come on, guys, Donovan Mitchell, he didn't look like a rookie at all last year, and the fear is that the fear with any of these rookies is they could have a sophomore slump, and we've seen that from time to time. But I don't think that'll be the case. I think Donovan Mitchell will come back even better than he did last season. I don't know how much better, but the Jazz have a solid team out there, very good defensively, and they'll be in there. I don't see why they wouldn't, unless like they had injuries. And none of these are in order, but I'm assuming that all these, I'm going off the base that there's no injuries and no one's requesting a trade and none of that kind of stuff. So just all teams on paper. And then the Lakers, man, you add the best player in free agency, LeBron. I know that feeling, but the Lakers aren't missing the playoffs, guys. Whether they're a 1 or 8th seed, they're not missing it. A conference that has LeBron in it, LeBron can pretty much carry any team like in the bottom of the East or West to at the very least an 8th seed. in either conference. Higher in the East, of course, but it's just LeBron greatness. Do I think he's the GOAT? That's another debate for another video. But he's just good enough to where he could take any team to the playoff. And then for my last two spots, hold on, I'm having a brain fart. Am I on? Let's see, Warriors, Rockets, Thunder, Spurs. Okay, sorry guys, brain fart. Two more spots. And see, this is where it gets tricky because there's that chunk of decently good teams like any of these teams. Like if these teams were all in the East, like half the Eastern Conference would miss the playoffs, just because that's how legit some of these teams in the West are. And some of them are just young, some of them are kind of just borderline there. And then I'm gonna have to go with the Blazers, guys. I mean, yeah, they were disappointing last season when they got swept by Anthony Davis and the Pelicans, but I mean, I don't know. I love Damian Lillard. CJ's a good player. You still got Nurkic. I mean, for the most part, still got most of your team back. And the Blazers are, like, in regular season wise, they're a really good team. They're competitive. They'll get you wins, and I think I just see them in the playoffs. And then for my last team, I think the Clippers are almost there, but I don't think they'll have enough. My honorable mention, though, the Dallas Mavericks, I want to have him 8th, but I think they're at least 1 year away. I think Luka Doncic is going to be Rookie of the Year. He's special, but I'm going to have to go but the Pelicans, but nah. Honestly, guys, I'm going to have to go Memphis. I think Memphis sneaks back in with that 8th seed. I know they're not as good as they used to be in the grit and grind era, but you're getting a healthy Mike Conley, a healthy Marc Gasol. They added Kyle Anderson, who I think will be a key contributor for those guys. Another ball handler, to let Mike Conley have some time off the ball. I mean, maybe Chandler Parsons will be healthy for like 12 games. But Jaren Jackson Jr., I like him a lot. I think he'll break out as a rookie. Not quite like Jason Tatum or Donovan Mitchell, but I think he'll have a good rookie season, and that's why I think they'll be the 8th spot. But yeah, guys, let me know. Do you agree, disagree? I mean, I don't like to order these because you never know with injuries, drama, trade requests, that kind of stuff. So you just never know. You can't exactly predict everything, but I'm just giving you guys a list of teams that I think will be in the playoffs. Like, if you guys didn't check out my East one, check it out for sure. Show the channel some love. I'll show you guys some love back. I love all feedback, guys. Leave a thumbs up, thumbs down if you think I'm trash. I know can't impress everybody in the world, but if you guys want to see more NBA videos from your boy, don't forget to leave a like, sub for more content, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.